Hello, everyone, and welcome to this Thursday's live Kriegspiel game. We are doing the Battle of Valmy, and this one's a bit unique from our normal IKS Thursday fare because I am not umpiring. McPanzer volunteered to run a game of his own making, and so I get to play. This is for the first time ever I'm playing on my own live Thursday, so I'm very excited to get to play and not to have to umpire. And yeah, so you get to probably a little bit more boring to watch it for that reason because there's going to be delays while we're waiting on the umpire to visit. Um, but you get to see it from a player perspective instead of an umpire perspective. I'm currently so this is not the game map. This is my map of our plan. I'm currently with Württemberg, who's commanding our cuirassiers, our heavy cavalry, and artillery in reserve, kind of in the center of my army. So the situation is we are the Prussians, and this is the war of the First Coalition. So Napoleon's still quite young, not quite emperor yet. But the Prussians are invading France to, I guess, fight the Republicans and restore the monarchy. I'm not exactly sure, but we're not happy with the French Revolution. So I'm the Duke of Brunswick, and we have so far successfully gotten deep into France and are marching on Paris, but a French, which is I guess west of us here, but a French army under Dumouriez, I think is his name. I don't remember now. I'm looking at my briefing. I think it's Dumouriez. Dumouriez, played by Chief. Um, he got behind me somehow. I don't know how he got behind me, but he's in Saint Hold, which has cut off my line of supply to the east. And then he just got reinforced by Kellerman, played by. Oh,
Hello, friends.
hello.
It is a nice, cool day in France where nothing could possibly go wrong. You are just south of Valmy with the cavalry reserve, and you can see Budberg is deployed to start moving east, right north of you. If you have questions, go nuts. Otherwise, I'm ready to take your orders.
Um, no questions. I think I'm gonna play this realistically and stay in my HQ in Valmy.
Okay. General Württemberg.
Yeah, I don't see any reason to start moving my stuff yet, so just rest.
Okay. You guys want to actually move into Valmy if Budberg were to vacate?
Yeah,
Okay. I'll go put you on a nice, pretty road in Valmy. Thanks, gents.
thank you.
If you have dispatches, just at McPanzer and I'll come get them.
Okay. All right. So, where was I? Oh yeah. So they are cutting off our line of supply. There's two armies. We're outnumbered, but we are the Prussian army. We've got seasoned generals, and they are the silly Republican French. So even though if they outnumber us, we're confident we can beat them. Um, so in terms of the strategy, I kind of saw it three ways. I assumed, let's do blue for French. I assumed the French were, well, we were told Dumouriez was in or around here, St. Menenhold, so I assumed, camped around there. And then Kellerman came from the north. I don't know what road, but I kind of assumed he's camped here-ish, so more north oriented. And so I had three options, general options for attack. One was to come from the south, like this, and kind of do an attack from the south. The advantage to that would be I could maybe hit one of the armies while that army was blocking the other army. The disadvantage is it's really bad terrain. One, it's a lot further for me to march that way. Two, you can't really see it here, but these are lakes, and then there's a river here, and so it's just good defensive terrain and not great for attacking terrain. So for that reason, we opted not to go south. We could kind of go more central again. You got the main road is right up the center of the map. Um, but again, if you went centered, you'd still have some of the army kind of on the right wing moving through that lakey, rivery region, which is no good. So we went for the northern attack option, which I think was the historical option as well. I think this is where the fighting occurred. And so we're basically taking every road we can as close as they are together to get east. And we're planning to focus on the northern army if we can, because sorry, reservist. I see reservist as the weaker general versus chief, and so I'd rather fight him first and chief later, and both not at the same time. We'll see if I succeed at that or not. But the general strategy is I reorganized order of battle. There was a dragoon cavalry corps and a cuirassier cavalry corps. Some of the infantry divisions didn't have cavalry at all. I reorganized that so everyone's got some cavalry to do scouting for them, and so we're doing that. The three strongest infantry divisions with grenadiers are in the center and quite close together in their lines of march. And then I've got Hohenlohe, my advanced guard. They've got some more. Well, they don't have grenadiers; they just have infantry and then some extra cavalry. They're in the south, covering my right flank, and then Conde he doesn't have quite as much infantry, and he has cavalry as well. He's covering my left flank, and then each of the divisions in the center, they have 6 brigades each, or demi-brigades. So quite strong and beefy. And then in reserve, the only thing I'm keeping in reserve really is Württemberg and the cuirassiers with the horse artillery. Württemberg, I'm wondering if we should send out the horse artillery already, just assuming it's going to be useful. Actually, yeah. Why don't you go ahead and start marching behind the 3rd Division in the center,
Alright.
and then you'll already be towards the front, and you can deploy north or south, or shift north or south as needed. I'll go with you.
Bringing everything, I'm guessing.
Yeah, we'll just start moving, because if you just stick here, you're going to be too far behind. So we'll just start moving up behind 3rd Division in the center.
Yeah, alright. Sounds good to me.
Now that I'm thinking about it. So, in terms of expectations, what do I expect? I think the French know we're here. They're going to be on the defensive. If they were really mean to me, they'd hide behind this river and make me cross it. I hope they don't do that. I hope they're a bit more aggressive in their deployment. There's some nice ridges across this valley here, so I'm guessing they're going to want to try and race and deploy along these nice ridges and hills here. It's a good, nice defensive point. There's not quite as good a ridge to the north. There's kind of one here, so maybe they'll take that. I don't know. But I'm expecting them to be here-ish, and then we'll deploy on these ridges, which are, actually not quite a mile away. We might have to scoot up. Be right at extreme range for artillery, and then we'll fight. But I'm not going for anything too fancy, like a big flanking movement or anything. Mostly a straightforward concentrate and straight up the middle with a coordinated force We'll start with an artillery barrage and then go in with assault columns. Oh, you know what I get to do? I get to post taunting memes.
Hello, friends.
Hello again.
So Budberg has departed east, and Willich has departed east-northeast, vacating the nice town of Valmy, which now smells like horse doo-doo due to all the cavalry, but it's empty. Hear
Excellent.
no.
All right.
Go anywhere.
Yeah, Württemberg and I are going to follow 3rd Division, which is Weilich's group in the center.
Sure.
So, and, well, I'll let him order his cavalry and whatnot.
Good. General Württemberg, what would you like your cavalry to do?
They're just gonna follow along with us, following 3rd Division.
Okay. Do you have a preference for cav then guns, guns then cav?
Yes. Yeah. Have then guns.
Can we do guns then, Cav?
That's always what I do too. Run into stuff you want to start blasting. These are going to start being 15-minute turns.
Okay. Yeah, let's forget the guns.
Alright, guns first.
Sounds good.
You know what? That does make sense.
Yeah, you want your...
Um, I
You
was
want...
thinking guns last because usually the way I think is that, oh, you want your guns out of danger. The back is usually not in danger. Guns back.
Yeah, but we got 3 whole divisions in front of us. Usually in marching, you want like 1 or 2 infantry unit, well, cav units, and then like 1 in front of the artillery, but you want your artillery pretty close to the front so that it can deploy early on. Because if it's at the rear of the column, by the time it arrives and deploys, the fight's often over in most IKS games.
Gotcha.
Let's see, I should update my... So he was roughly here-ish. And he is roughly here-ish. Hopefully his calves further. That would make him roughly here-ish. Yeah, it doesn't have to be perfect. It's not actually for a player. Something like that. And Conde will be maybe about like that. So we're going to be like this. These are fast turns. Of course, we don't have combat yet, so that helps. I may actually use you as a courier. um, all right. 2 French light calves spotted north of Bru Saint Coyer. So north. That's not surprising at all. Just cav though. And that was from Budberg. Yeah. He's engaging with his dragoons. Oh, okay. That might chase him off. So I said north of Bru. If he feels confident to engage already, that's good. Not too much intel yet. Just cav. So I think I'm gonna go find Weilich. If you can go find Budberg just to get an update from him, and then we'll meet back with your cavalry after the next turn. Is that alright?
Yep.
Alright, let's see, where are we?
We're keeping Ardian Cuirassiers in line with Weilik's 3rd Division, right?
Yeah, they'll just keep falling behind.
Okay.
Let's see, where? Oh, he took a different road. Shoot. We're already off track.
Oh god.
No, it's okay. It's actually fine. Maybe it's fine. He's gonna be further away from.
Is there something up with the map, or like why does it look like that near the road he's going on?
Oh, it's the what it came from. They're just matching 2 different maps together. Don't align exactly.
Gotcha.
So those 2 are close together. We're about to have a stronger left hook than I was originally planning. That's all right. They're about to run into each other. So we are here. Yeah, so when you go talk to Budberg, let him know. Actually, I'll send a dispatch. But let him know Weilich is going to Mafricourt, so he's a bit further north than I had told him.
Gotcha.
Hello, friends.
Hello.
All right, so Willich's third division has advanced. You have made up most of the ground, and you will be moving at this. You'll catch him next turn. However, you hear two faint cannon shots somewhere to the southeast of you. They sound very far away, more than 5 kilometers.
Sounds like Hohenlohe's
Nothing.
engaged. All right.
You don't hear anything else.
Alright.
Okay. You ready for orders?
Yes, sir.
All right. So I'm going to ride ahead and try to find Weilich to talk to him.
Yep.
And that's my orders.
What would you like to do, General Burtberg?
The rest of my corps will continue following 3rd Division, but I am going to ride south to find, what's his name? Budberg, southeast.
You guys move like courier speed. So your cavalry will continue to follow Willich until Willich or Brunswick tells them to do something else.
Correct.
Cool. Thank you, gents.
Oh, shoot. That's the wrong person. Yeah, I sent a dispatch, but just let him know Willich, rather than being right next to him, is going to be like 3 miles north.
Alright.
It does mean our left is going to be stronger. So for him, it means, I mean, Hohenlohe might be close to him, but tell him he might be on his own a little bit more. So he doesn't need to get too aggressive. Just hold the enemy and let the left flank attack go in.
Repeat the last part.
Just to, I'll put in the dispatch, but he should be a little bit less aggressive because he's going to be kind of unsupported.
Alright.
Oh, I'm on the telegraph de Valmy. Telegraph. If we haven't heard any artillery to the north yet, and they're already that far, it means they're not where I thought they'd set up. And if Hohenlohe's engaged already, they might be behind that river. Dang it. Time to finish coloring in the river so I can see it. Might as well draw the bridges. Got one there. Maybe they won't be at Neuville. We can cross there. I wonder if it's fordable. Time to do some Google research. Saint Menehould. Let's take a look at that river. Dang it, the trees are blocking. Where's the river? Kind of hard to tell how deep it is. It's like 30 to 40 feet across. Well, they definitely slowed down on their turns. Must have combat this turn.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey.
Well,
Okay,
you're about to get a
so
dispatch from me. Okay. What? How's it going?
good. I saw that you were close by, so I wanted to rendezvous with you guys to ask a quick to see what we could do because pushed. I've noticed I pushed my forces a little further north than what the plan was supposed to was. I went down the wrong road, it seems,
Yep.
but I pushed my cavalry down south to see if I could view anything. I'm waiting back to hear from them. They should be by Hill 176 on the map, and I have my infantry on Hill 181. And I wanted to see what you guys were planning on doing on so far north. If you were planning on doing any outflanking or further pushes north.
So you've not run into anything yet?
No, I
I'm
haven't. I haven't
I'm
seen anything.
yeah, I'm already at my day's objectives. Like we are literally having this conversation in Maffrey Court.
Yeah, I can see that now.
Yeah.
Well, good job. We won. We can stop you. All right.
Everyone bivouac.
So my guess is they're hiding behind the river. So Wylich, I need you to go more south towards Chaudfontaine,
Okay.
kind of southeast on the road down. Oh, can you see my screen?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Right.
This makes it easy. So I want you to go this way. Um, let's see. Budberg, he said he saw cavalry here and was engaging them, but I'm guessing they're behind this river here. So you go this way, and maybe you and Budberg can cross this bridge here. We'll see. Um, Schoenfeld, you and Conde are going to try and cross this bridge here.
Understood.
I'm assuming they're like all on the ridges behind here, and this is going to be super hard. But just head that way. If they are there, set up with artillery and bombard them for a while. Then we'll decide what to do. But in general, just go that way. I'm gonna send a dispatch to Conde real fast to tell him that. Let's see,
Do you
but
want me to use? Do you want me to use that road that you marked, or because my infantry is more by the main road, by Hill 176, so I could push down the main highway.
yeah, you can take that. Just
Okay.
head that way. That way we're two per bridge, and we can kind of see how it is.
Okay. Uh, do I have any reports regarding my cavalry?
So yeah, I was waiting for your conversation in there. Your cavalry forms up on Hill 176, while your infantry complete forming up on Hill 181. Your cavalry report back to you that the immediate area in front of them, sort of down to those small forests in like the hills, are clear, and they do not spot anything there. Similarly, Schonfeld, your dragoons say that they do not spot anything on the far side of Mafracourt, and your infantry reports that they are beginning to form up facing south along the highway.
Interesting.
Understood.
So, so I kind of agree. I think they most likely are forming up on the ridges on the other side of the river. Ah, that's gonna be a bitch.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Then I'll move my division down towards Fontaine to try to assist. Who's in the south? You said.
Um, Rupert, what's his name? Budberg.
Uh, Bumberg. Okay. So now I'll rendezvous with him, and we'll try to move there. Okay. So that's what we're gonna do then.
Alright, so move towards Chaude Fontaine.
Yeah, so move the whole division towards Chaudfontaine, primarily by around. Yeah, try to move towards that area to the city.
Okay.
For me,
Okay.
and I'll go with the whole division as well. So like,
Alrighty. Schonfeld, your orders.
Yeah, I would like my division to continue south down the road, but we are going to merge onto the road at 162, or Hill 162 to enter Maffrey Corps, so we can reorganize and move later. I would like to take the dragoons I'm with, and we're going to go directly east of Maffrey Corps down that road.
Directly east down that road. Understood.
want to stay with Schoenfeld.
You're staying with Schoenfeld. Okay.
Thank you, friends.
And I'm going to be sending a dispatch.
Yeah, I sent a dispatch, but it was literally to Brunswick, so it's moot.
Yeah.
Hopefully,
Alrighty. Thank you, gentlemen.
hopefully everything works. So I'll report back to you guys if I hear anything going south.
It's hard to rattle off all these dispatches.
Are there any that you want me to write up and send out?
I just wrote them. All right, so I mean, if they're not there, that would be insane. But if they are there, which is a fair assumption, let's see, Schoenfeld, you will. Let's see, how much room are you going to take up?
I'm essentially zigzagging. Like my if I have the distances right, my full division should be on that main road just left of the word 162, and then I'm going to take that dirt road up into Maffrey Corps, and then go east from that next road out of Maffrey Corps, and maybe start deploying somewhere around like Hill 180.
Yeah, so Hill 180, you could deploy.
Are we using inches or centimeters for mile for how
Actually,
big?
I don't know.
I'm going off vibes here.
I'm on grid. It's usually grid. So you could. That's close enough to have a view of the bridge. Probably actually could get closer. Something like that.
Let me move back here.
With Conde.
Yeah, something like that.
He's only got one artillery, but something like that from this hill. And then whatever they got in the town, you can just start bombarding them. And then we'll probably have your grenadiers go in first.
Good.
I'm assuming they're going to be sitting there.
Now, at the 9:45 hour, my umpire did say that I heard gunfire to the south. Is there no
That's
engagement?
Hohenlohe. He said it was like 5 kilometers when I was up there. So I think Hohenlohe ran into something around here and either got shot at or shot at them. Actually, I need to write Hohenlohe because I haven't heard from him.
But there is a possibility that they're maneuvering south, right?
Yeah.
But we haven't ruled that out completely.
Yeah, it's possible they're trying to draw us in and then they'll hit us from the south, but we'll see.
If they hit us from the south, now that's going to be a pain. Especially like now that you bring that up, if they try to hit us from the south, what are we going to do if some of our forces have crossed the river? Sally back?
I don't think if we don't see them across the river, we probably don't cross it, right?
No, you do cross it. If they're not there, keep going.
Okay.
Cross to the east
Yeah.
and then move south.
I'm just sent a dispatch to Bamberg telling him that I'm heading south to meet up with him, and that we're going to try to attack that or cross the river by Fontaine. So at least he knows that I'm coming towards him. Oh, he might already have contact the enemy by Fontaine. I don't know, since you said they saw cavalry. So that's also a possibility.
Yeah, if they're, I hope they're coming from the south because that'll be easy. Because they would have to do a big flanking march, and then we're moving so fast they'd have to come around like that. Um, but really, if they left, maybe they left half their army here and the other half is doing that. If they do that, that gives us time to face them and then beat whatever is in front of us. I doubt they're doing that. Well, I guess we'll see. Oh no, if he's not stopped, he should be around here.
It would just be weird if they had like a week to plan and the best thing they could come up with is get behind the river.
I mean, it's a bit cheesy, but it's not a bad strategy because it makes our life a lot harder.
Well, they'll have the river to defend themselves in the front. Plus, they're on ridges, so they can literally just fire artillery down on us. We're literally going up an uphill battle. If
Yeah, that's
that's
kind of what I'm saying. Is basically like just trying to force the historical outcome to happen by making it like, yeah, we wouldn't have engaged them.
But isn't that what the French actually did? Didn't they just hold the ridge?
It was like a cannonade. I'm not really sure where it was. I assume closer to Valmy since it's
Well,
called
they were,
Valmy.
yeah, they were near Dommartin and Maffricourt and Bru. They were kind of in this area.
Yeah, like it was. It could have been a pitch battle, but it just became like a cannonade. But it wasn't like the behind the river or anything.
I'm not too familiar much on this battle to be 100% honest. So like I know about it, but I don't know like the actual what went down on it. I
This
just
is
know this.
Yeah, this is like a Cold War gone hot like situation. Like it wasn't much of a battle, and that's why it's famous.
Oh, but isn't this the one that I know the French won, and then isn't it the next day they abolished the monarchy and they formed the republic like
Yeah,
right after this battle?
yeah,
Yeah.
So
exactly.
That's all irrelevant. So you're going to deploy, assuming they're at that bridge, you got a nice ridge right here. You just deploy right on that ridge. That's within range. Bombard it from the west for a while.
Out of curiosity, are there any known fords, or is this like a big river?
We need to ask that. I was doing some Google research, and it looks like it may be fordable, but it's kind of hard to tell.
Finally getting an update. All right, the update is I don't see shit.
Wait, who does? Oh, there's Budberg. That's right.
Oh wow, my division made a lot more ground than I thought it did. The head of my division is in Maffricourt. I think the Umpire is just being generous.
Trying to get to the fight, probably.
Yeah. I thought I was gonna have to zigzag a bit, but it looks like he just has me kind of crossroad into Maffricourt.
So what can I see? Cavalry. Oh, I finally got an update from Hohenlohe. He says, my cavalry sighted enemy forces as far south as Dakor. They report the enemy column there has retreated and staying passive. Oh, good. They continue to hold Hill 1982. So they got something here.
D'accord, wow, that's really far south.
Okay, so they do have something south. It says main issue is south of Dampierre at Hill 181. The enemy has managed to deal a good amount of damage to one of the squadrons of 4th Dragoons. You can see French divisional commander leading a squadron of cavalry to personally scout. But I have no cavalry. What? You have lots of cavalry.
Herr Schoenfeld, you, along with your cavalry, ride along the highway sort of southeast out of Mafracourt, making good time towards the river. As you espy around you the rolling hills of France, and then far to your, well, not that far to your east, your scouts report that the grand highway over there that goes north-south seems to be clear of enemy troops. Your infantry reports that they are entering Mafracourt at the moment.
Brunswick, am I still moving on La Neuville, or is this
Nope.
new up?
Nope, it's the same. Keep going.
Okay. All right. I would like to continue my merry trek down the road to the big highway that you were just discussing to the east, next to the river, with my dragoons. I would like to order my division to remain in line. They're going to get onto the same road I'm on, going east from Mafracourt, and they're basically aiming for the area around Hill 180. We'll start off-roading once we get to 180, but until then, remain in line and on the road.
Okay, and to clarify, remain in line or remain in column?
Remain in column.
Okay. Alrighty. So, also, I believe the 180s are like heights; they're not the actual designations.
Right. Yeah.
But no, I fully understand what you're saying. Okay. So, continue towards the big highway with dragoons. The division will follow and aim for Hill 180.
Yeah. The one that the height is 180.
Yeah.
I don't think we're gonna make it there this 15 minutes, but the aim is eventually that's when we're gonna start going off road and deploying into line at that hill.
Okay. Thank you.
No problem.
Hohenlohe's making me worried.
Yeah, I mean, he said D'accord, and then he said, didn't you say he said Dampierre?
So he said, so there's infantry at D'accord, but cavalry moving Dampierre.
If their line is like somewhere
another...
between Dampierre and D'accord, and I cross this river, like I'm going to be out of the fight for a long time.
Yeah, no, we're fine. He'll come back and hold. I just sent him a dispatch.
Gotcha.
Okay, I gotta write everyone else down too. Let's see.
Well, this next 15 minutes, now that we're at the river, should show us something.
Yeah. So you're with me. I don't need to write you. Conde, Württemberg, and who's the other one? I'm drawing a blank. Oh, it's you, Schoenfeld. That's it. No, Weilich. Yeah.
Hello, Your Grace. Did Barclay already come by for Schoenfeld?
Yeah.
What would you like to do? You hear nothing of note, fortunately.
Really? Okay. I'll go find Conde to the northwest.
Sounds good. go open up the mailroom. Thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you.
Yes, unless I hear from you otherwise, I'm going to deploy my division into line at that hill 180 and then move on that bridge.
Let's see. Conde says, scouted up to the river. No French spotted. Bringing cav south. I will stay to the left of first, which is now moving south on the Brown Road. And you're first, right? No, Weilich is first. No, you're
No, I'm
first.
the first division.
Sorry, I put Weilich with the wrong one.
Very briefly, my division would have looked like it was going south.
Yeah.
Like maybe that's the snapshot.
So he said he
you
made it
saw.
to the river and they're not there? What? Where are they? What on earth is...
They have to be up against Hohenlohe to the southeast.
Maybe.
I mean,
Maybe.
that's my guess.
Maybe maybe they're fully deployed. Oh, that's crazy. I can't... Oh, maybe...
Maybe they're using those lakes. As
Yeah, they wanted the lake and river defense in the southeast. But yeah, that's fine, because we'll... If we get St. Minihold, we establish our line of supply, and I almost don't care at that point. Then they have to attack us again. I wonder if they'll just give it. That would be crazy. I gotta write another dispatch.
So unless I hear from you, my division will be crossing the river into La Neuville as soon as possible.
Yeah, if there's no one there, take it. Just cross and go.
Then I loop around to the rear of St. Minihold.
Yeah, so there's not a lot of great roads, but you just follow that road down that way.
There's one that's more or less a straight shot. As long as they don't bottle me up at that that one weird crossing, I should be fine.
Yeah, basically that.
I mean, if they don't stop me at La Neuville, everything else will be easy. there's either nothing or they would have stopped me at La Neuville.
Yeah, and I'll be with Conde, so I probably won't be too far, but I'll tell him the same. I'll give you priority. I'll tell him to let you go first since you got the Grenadiers. You can lead with that.
Yeah, I'm gonna use this as a chance to reorganize my column because they put the Grenadiers in the rear.
Yeah, there's a chance that they were super sneaky and they got guys hidden in the woods here to fall on you. That'd be crazy, but I guess you use your like if nothing else is happening, send your cavalry up into the woods just to check it out and make sure. But
this will be meta because you're not with me, but you're going to be getting a dispatch from me soon.
Okay, got it.
Right, I'll go ahead and just write it up. You're probably getting similar dispatches from Weilich, I think it's 2 miles south.
Apparently your Umpire is faster than mine.
Yeah, I've already got an update, and I'm already writing you the dispatch. I haven't even talked to him yet. I have no idea what that village is called. Whatever.
I'm just gonna go co-locate with Condé.
Sounds good.
I'll be back. No, I won't be back. Maybe I'll be back. Hello.
Hello, boss.
I'm pretty sure. Well, I asked to be co-located with you. I'm pretty sure I can make it, so I'm doing it. I don't have my update yet. Do you have yours?
Yes, I have mine, and you are standing right next to me.
Okay, good.
It's very boring up here, but a very beautiful countryside.
Where are you at currently?
Um, I am north of Mafrecourt.
Okay.
You see that intersection on the ridge line with
Yep.
that light brown color and the
Duke. It's still quite a pleasant morning. You've continued onto the ridgeline, and you've been joined by the Duke of Brunswick. Your cavalry report that they have now turned south and are riding along the river, but still some distance from it.
Can I get his screenshot, Lancer? I don't have one yet.
Yeah, it's a little boxy, so,
well,
it's... Oh, wait, no, you already got the tape ready. Oh, never mind.
No,
You just got one.
Less boxy.
so I think I will take the road south now to Mafrecourt.
No, go due east to La Neuville.
Okay,
Um,
I should go.
so
If that's
yeah, I want you to cross the bridge there. You'll be coming in behind Schoenfeld, but you're to cross the bridge east and then head south. And if there are French there defending it, then you're to bombard them for 30 minutes and then cross it.
okay, I will do so. Then continue east. Also, my cavalry is to head also that direction to give me an idea what I have to expect.
Okay. All right, then. Thank you.
Thank you.
So here's what we know. So far, no one has run into anything north of the main road yet. So either they're behind the river, or they're not even in the north at all, and they went completely for a southern defense strategy.
I scouted up to the river,
And
nothing
you
to
saw
see.
nothing. Yeah, so if that's the case, then that's good for us because I just want you and Schoenfeld to cross, head east, and then south. And what we're going to do, assuming they're not there, we're just going to come this way, and I guess we'll come this way. They're going to be down here, but we'll already have reestablished our line of supply, so we could hold and technically have won the game, I would say. But we'll set up here north of this river and then fight that way. If there's absolutely nothing
Okay,
up
so,
here, but for you,
so in that case,
it's
I
just
am to take the city, and Grünfeld is to take the defensive line on the other side.
he'll be in front of you. So both of you'll just basically be marching behind him. You'll both be following kind of this blue arrow south. In
Are
fact,
you sure about that?
no,
He
I'm
is
not.
south of me right now.
That is, yeah, that's him. Um, yeah, he's passing through Mafricourt, so this is his division. They're gonna come up this way. I may actually have, because there's this main road here. If there's absolutely nothing in Neuville, I may have you take this road south just to go faster.
Yeah. Wouldn't it be better for him to take that road because he is already further south than me
Good point.
and
Good.
take the other bridge there, like one of the other two bridges?
Yeah, I'll write him. That's a good point.
So we avoid a big traffic jam at La Neuville.
Hello, friend.
Hello.
Hello.
From where you are, you do not hear anything. It looks like Barkley has already been by because I see you've moved. Do you have anything you would like to know from me? Otherwise, I'm ready for your orders.
No. I will go back south to Schonfeld, and that's it.
Or sorry, to Officer Schonfeld.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much. Oh, one change. We do have a dispatch umpire now. So if you could please umpire Sean Mack, or at umpire Sean Mack. There's also an umpire Sean who is not the male umpire. We're just changing who's taking your mail.
Okay, got it.
Okay, thank you. Okay, I think I got the plan.
What are we? Are we 10:30? 10:30.
So you doing desalinase again?
Doing what?
We're doing the desalinase strategy of yours again,
Oh.
getting behind the enemy and holding.
Let's see. That wasn't my plan, but it's working. Let's see.
Never change a running system.
Newville and Bud. So you go east and south. Schoenfield. Lave River. I'm having to send out all these contingent dispatches because I still don't know where the enemy is exactly.
Well, the only thing I ever heard that vaguely sounded like enemy was a cannon fire to the far southeast of my position.
Yeah. So I want,
So
yeah,
is
you go south on that main road. I'm gonna have Weilich to go back. Uh, yeah. Let's see, Weilich north south.
do I head over the river or not?
No,
No.
not this, not the Lave River. What river is the Eisner River? Yeah, if they're not there, then because I know I've confirmed they're in Docor and Arger and Dampierre, so they're definitely to the south. Hohenlohe's confirmed that. Um, I'll have. So you're gonna move into Neuville, work south. I would send your cavalry just in case they have something hiding in the woods here and want to ambush you, on your way south, I'd send cavalry in there just to confirm they're not.
Yeah, I will do so. That's why I already sent them in that direction again, because I originally rerouted them south because that's where I was going. But if I go over the river there, I will send them to the woods and then further south.
I need to write to Württemberg.
Well, I will continue on with Marching Simulator. As it seems like the next update is coming and you will be relocated.
Yep.
Well, good luck.
Good luck to you. Thank you, sir. Yeah, that'd be funny if they fully deployed. Because what I'm thinking is they got the lakes here, so they wanted to like do a super defense like that. Super concentrated. But they're basically,
Maybe.
if they did that, they're just letting us reestablish our lines of supply.
That just looks silly.
Yeah, I don't know. There's no.
Who's the CSC?
Well, they got two, and it's not obvious who's in command. They might be sharing, or I bet you Chief took over if I had to guess, but so your cavalry said they got as far as like just west of La Neuville and saw nothing.
No, they did not cross the river. They got eyes on the river, and that was good enough for me.
Yeah.
They had nothing. Didn't spot any French near the river.
Unless they're. I don't know. It's pretty crazy.
At one point, I want to run a game that's just for the lulz. Just all one side, but the enemy is not there. They will just run around the whole time, searching.
That's mean. Have you run a game yet?
I'm running one currently.
Which game
Cool.
is it?
Well, welcome back.
Oh. He's gone. I don't think I got you.
Schoenfeld, your cavalry moves north along the highway to get a view of the town. As you move, the Duke of Brunswick rides up and joins your command. From there, you both survey the town. You can see that the Conde's cavalry has occupied the area, seemingly without a fight. To your west, you get reports that your infantry has begun forming up, with your grenadiers as ordered to deploy on the left. They have not arrived on the left yet. They're still moving into formation. To the south, nearby, you hear the sound of cannon fire, maybe 3 kilometers to your south.
Roger. Did you beat my dispatch, or should I inform you?
I just got it.
Brunswick? Okay.
Your courier found me on the way. Alright, so you see evidence of French infantry in the village just northwest of Saint Monahoud in Chaudefontaine.
Yeah, Chaudefontaine. I didn't know if that was the highway or the village name, but yeah, if that's the village name, then yeah, Chaudefontaine. I saw a brigade holding it.
Okay.
When it was infantry, it was not cavalry.
So, La Neuville, that bridge is crossable.
Yeah, Conde's already across it with
Yeah.
cavalry.
So what I was thinking to do is have you head south, not even bother with crossing.
Yeah, I think 2 divisions crossing is probably a bit much.
It'll take a
I'm
while.
going to update village while you guys discuss. I will be back for your orders in a minute.
Yeah,
Sure. So,
Actually, it looks like village is...
Oh, did you get an answer to my question about whether that was a fort or not?
I did not. So I was doing other things.
I
think in times it would take quite a while to get in any sort of infantry battalion across the ford.
Sounds good.
If it were to be a ford.
yeah, we got the bridge now.
Yeah, we got the bridge.
So
now.
your orders, don't worry about going to La Neuville like we talked about. We'll let Conde do that. You just head south and let's see where you're kind of just east of Maffrecourt. Just head to Bro Saint Collier for now.
You don't want me to take this main highway and help with Chaudefontaine?
I guess you're yeah.
Like I can literally get back on the road, get on this main highway, and be there in like an hour, less than an hour.
Yeah, let's do that then.
Okay. Okay, Umpire. I would like to order my corps or my division to demobilize and get back on the road. Get back in the column. We're gonna go back into the road, funnel back onto the road. We're going east to basically to where I was last turn. I would like to gallop back to there too, to that crossroads.
Okay.
Yeah, we're just gonna get back on the road and basically, yeah, just get back on the road, form back in the column, and apologies to the troops, but we're needed to the south.
And I want to go to Budberg.
Understood. I think McPants going to come in and get your orders. If he doesn't, I will shoot me a DM and I'll move you to Budberg.
Okay. So what infantry did you see in Saint or Chaudefontaine? Just like a brigade?
The resolution's so bad. It is like a brigade of something.
That's my fault. I need to get a higher resolution monitor.
It's fine. I can zoom in a little bit better on my phone. It looks like the 29th line of infantry.
Okay.
I have ascertained with my spyglass 15 minutes ago.
So they do have something. I'm surprised they're not guarding La Neuville Bridge though.
Yeah, I mean, if Condi can get around and even just pressure them, that would be big.
Yeah, I need to write Conde.
Also, I'm pretty sure I can cross the river at Chaudfontaine if I needed to.
Yeah, there's a bridge there if it's not contested.
Hello, Duke of Brunswick.
Hey,
Am I the second guy here?
yeah, I'm going south to find Budberg.
Magical teleportation powers activated.
Yes.
Anything else you need from me?
Nope. Cool. Just all the French positions if you have them.
Did Barkley mention anything about cannon fire?
No.
I heard
You can
cannon
hear
fire.
cannon fire between 2 and 4 kilometers to your south-southeast.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so that's probably
That's
his name, Village.
That's the cross. Or where are we? We're right here. Yeah, that's right at that bridge.
He's probably
Village area.
shelling Chaudfontaine. Yeah.
That's okay.
That's probably Village shelling Chaudfontaine. Or is the battle plan the same? Like when I get there, I shell them until I hear their orders for an infantry attack.
Hold on, I'm writing a dispatch.
Yeah, you're good.
Okay, I just had to make sure Conde. Telling him to march double time because I think he can. Oh, I'm not sharing my screen anymore. Share. So he can. Apply. He'll come. He's a little bit further away, but he'll come. Let's see, where's that road? Right here. Oh no, I messed up. He'll come right there and cut him off. So you are mostly here, so you'll go. Which was the main road? Was it this one you were talking about?
No,
This
the
one.
one basically, yeah, that one. Yeah, because my division's closer to that.
So you'll Weilich and Budberger. That's probably who's shooting. So you may be setting up to the north, and you may have to wait for a while, but you can set up and bombard them there.
Yeah, I'll at least shell them.
So, okay, I gotta revise my plan. So they have something there. So they're probably here and probably here. In which case they're probably here and maybe here, and then they're gonna be holding here. So they do have something in the north still.
Yeah.
They just weren't guarding La Noville, which is dumb. So we'll see. If they are there, he may not. He may run into that, but we'll see. I hope it's not a mistake sending him across by himself and you down here.
Well, I mean, if I see any hints across the river, because basically where I am that he's in trouble, I will just try to send something.
Yeah.
Like, so I have good sight lines from right there as I wait.
Yeah, that's the one unknown. If they are in force here, and we've already got 2 divisions bottled up, you're gonna hate me for this, but I may send you back up to support him and up there. Like if I see you're not gonna get through there anytime soon, I might do that. But
that's fair.
If there's not much there, then I'll probably send Budberg, who's furthest south. I'll send him to help Hohenlohe, or maybe try and attack.
Yeah, we have 3 divisions converging on Chaudfontaine. Who's attacking Saint Minahud?
Nothing. But I may. They're probably holding it, but I may send him there or send him to support Hohenlohe because they are south of us, operating, doing something.
Yeah.
And then I'd have you and Weilich attack that. We'll see. I just kind of got to get down there and see. So far, I've not seen a single French soldier.
Yeah, I honestly, I mean, it was a line brigade, so like it has to be something, but it could just be like a roadblock, just to stall us.
Yeah. The good news is, if they're so hard deployed to the south, it should be easier to take this. And if we take St. Menhold, even if we don't defeat them today, I consider that a victory because we'll resecure our lines of supply, and then
Yeah.
they have to attack us.
That's kind of why I'm confused by all this, because like we're already out of line of supplies, so like it doesn't really matter if we're encircled because we're already encircled. You're kind of like making us do an entire 360 back to where we're back in supply.
Yeah. Actually, do you have one cavalry?
I have the dragoons that we are with right now.
Will you send them to support Conde? Because
Yeah.
I don't think you'll need them south. Just go ahead and send them up to him to help him out.
Yep, sure.
And I may send. I'd actually make good use of the cavalry to send them up here. So I may send Wylich's. Actually, I'm going to write him. The wrong person. It's always nerve-wracking to play.
We've covered a lot of ground.
Yeah, we have. Let's
for
see.
how little we've seen.
From where? Well, let's see. You're Schoenfeld. So from where you started, you've already gone almost 9 miles in an hour and a half.
Yep, that's a lot.
Pretty good pace. That's actually a super fast pace. They probably accelerated it because they realized we were so far.
Yeah, they probably know that we're doing like a yin yang movement or something.
We're both turning.
Yeah.
It's 9, 1.5. Oops, I can't. Yeah, 6 miles an hour. That's ridiculous.
Oh, okay.
Well, hello.
Oh,
Hello, hello.
has he come back? Has he come back south?
I have.
That's you. Oh, you have.
Right. Well, I guess my dispatch isn't of much use anymore because he's right here with us.
Indeed.
Alright,
So, do you want me to tell you what's going on here?
Yes, please do.
Okay, so to my front, well, let's get McPanzer's first.
Hello.
Hello.
If you guys need to talk, you're more than welcome to talk, or I can give you the short bit of information, and then you can talk.
Yeah, give us a short bit of information, then we'll talk.
Great. Alright, so your batteries move up, they deploy. They heard you say to fire at French infantry, so they fire at French infantry behind the horse artillery, scoring a few hits. Your 9th Infantry continues to take hits from both French batteries. They are not happy. The rest of your men are deployed in a double line with the grenadiers behind the guns. The cavalry reserve remains behind you. Brunswick rides up, and to your north, 2 batteries of Willich's division have opened fire on this small town of Chaudmontagne.
Grand. I can give you my orders now, actually. So, the stay in position as I am now. Batteries to continue to fire on the infantry, not the artillery. and my dragoons, which went south, to bring them, get all of them to come back. And there's a kind of where that white the green lowland. There's a kind of couple of woods for them to sit in between the 2 square woods that are there to potentially do a charge up the hill if I need them to, please.
The 2 squares closest to you, or the 2 squares farthest from you?
There's kind of 1, 2, there's kind of 4 squares, aren't there? Or rectangles of. So they're kind of the ones that's furthest away. The furthest away square by the Schwaller Road and a bit further up in that area, if they can. If there's a position for them to sit there.
Okay.
Without being fired on.
I feel like they will give you one more update. They can see infantry behind the batteries south of the Charleroi Road.
Okay.
They can see at least 2 batteries, and they do not want to go within range of them unless ordered to.
Yeah, we'll stay out of range of them, but if they could sit in that kind of area so they can come up to attack east if I need them to.
Sounds good.
Thank you. So, Duke. So till I got here, I didn't see anything at all. So there are 3 regiments southeast of me with 2 batteries. There's 1 regiment in Claude Fontaine itself. I haven't seen anything else. There were 2 chasseur cavalry regiments which they're falling back before me. I don't know where they have gone to now. And as you just heard, to the south of the Chalons or Charleroi Road, there are 2 batteries and possibly 3 regiments there as well. 2 or 3 regiments of infantry. Not confirmed, but roughly that. And that's all I know at the moment. I've heard nothing from the south from Holland at all.
Okay.
Though I've dispatched him a few times.
And Weilich is the one just north of you, right?
Yes.
Yes.
I believe so.
Okay, so let me give my update. La Neuville is empty, so Condé is going right through it, and he's going to come on a flanking attack from the north behind.
Okay.
Schoenfeld is moving south, and he's going to help, I guess, Weilich take Chaudefontaine. Half the French army is south down here, skirmishing with Hohenlohe.
Okay.
And I guess the other half is up here now. I don't know. We know they're here. These blue lines are guesses that they may be there. We know they're in Chaudefontaine. So Württemberg, use your horse artillery. Go ahead and deploy them here with Budberg and do a grand battery facing east.
Yep.
Keep your cavalry in reserve. I think you got my dispatch to send them to help Hohenlohe. Did you get that?
When did you send that?
Oh, I may have just sent it. Oh, yep, I did. No, I sent that 2 turns ago. Anyway, I'm worried about Hohenlohe. I haven't heard from him.
Mm-hmm.
So I would like you to take your cavalry and go find him and help him and send me word because he's not communicating very well.
All right. Copy
No.
that.
So take your 4 cuirassiers, go south. I assume he's somewhere around, well, where I have this here, doing something. But,
yeah.
so maybe not too far away. Last I
guess
heard...
I can just...
Go ahead, sorry.
I was gonna say, I guess I can just, give Budberg my horse artillery for now while I go help Hohen.
Do that.
Do you want to take one of them with you just in case you need it?
Yeah, take
got
one.
2 already.
Take one. That's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah,
You might
I'll
need
take one.
So last I
Let's-
heard, and this was a while ago, they're in Arger and Dampierre and Dacour, so they're pretty far south. They're probably swinging around to try and hit our flank, but so we just need Hohenlohe to kind of hold this road/river edge, and you to help him. But I've only gotten 2 dispatches from him, so I don't know. I don't have a good idea of what he's facing or how he's doing. So be more communicative. And then Arp, you just keep bombarding him for a while.
Yep.
I want you to hold them because I expect their main force is east of you, and then we'll have the other 2 divisions focus on Chaudefontaine while Condé's coming in from the north. So you'll mostly be holding for now.
Yeah, that's fine. I was going to say that's good with that. I'll set up the battery line and just pound them, and if they start to fall back, I'll enable them advance, because we're getting quite squeezed into a tight space here, aren't we, with 3 divisions?
Yeah.
The other thing is if they get frisky from the south and break through Hohenlohe, you're the next one in line, so I want you to stay freshish.
Would it be worth, as a suggestion, I don't know who is one of those divisions actually comes south of me anyway to the main Chalons road, so it's on my right flank.
Yeah, I thought about that, which we might still do. I may
Yeah.
have Weilich go south, but for now, I want to take Chaudfontaine first and then see what's behind it.
Cool. Okay. It should be pretty. Yeah. There's only one regiment there that I could see.
Yeah, but there may
Okay,
be more on the
that sounds
ridge
grand.
across the bridge.
Yeah, that's true.
But my
All
hope,
right.
my main hope is Conde catches him. I'm surprised they didn't guard the bridge, so hopefully it's not an ambush, but he'll be moving from the north.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You've not seen Kellerman as any of his forces at all, then?
No, I think. Well, Kellerman should be the north, so I think that's who we're facing now.
So I
Okay.
hate to butt in, but I
Yep.
need orders. You
Oh.
guys can stay together for a few minutes after the fact.
Sorry.
I'll shut up, but you can do your orders.
Let me start with Württemberg. Where do you want to take you? I've got 4 cuirassiers and a horse artillery battery doing something.
Yeah. So, you got I'm releasing 3 of my horse artillery to Budberg, right?
Forming a grand battery with his guns.
Yep. So, as for the rest of my corps, we're going to go southwestwards on that road through ranks to meet with Hohenlohe, hopefully. Yeah, I believe
Perfect.
that's all.
Oh, I think I already got ARP. James, are you staying here or are you going for a
No,
ride?
I'm going to go north and talk with Weilich.
Very good. Thank you.
All right.
Yeah, you can stay here. James, give it 2 or 3 minutes and then move whenever you're ready.
Okay. Where might he be guarding? I don't know.
So, are you enjoying not umpiring and having a game on your own games night?
I definitely am.
Yeah.
It's nerve-wracking, but it's fun. When you do find him, Württemberg, I don't know where he is, but hopefully he's deployed defensively, basically south of Budberg here, so he's guarding our southern flank. If he's not, you may need to get him to move. Something like this.
All right.
If you need some more cavalry as well, I'll send you my dragoons, because with this tight where I am, I doubt I'm going to need them.
Where are your dragoons? Are they south, watching the
They're
flank?
just south of where we are on the
Yeah, I
map.
see him.
Literally just yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah, the French deployment. Well, at first I thought there was nothing here, which would have dumbfounded me.
Yeah.
But I guess they
Well, I
are.
was starting to think that, thinking, is there some kind of trick going on here? Some weird. I mean, maybe they're trying to draw us into that area and then come around the flank, get behind us, and push us against the river. Maybe.
Yeah, I really am
Mhm.
surprised Lenouville wasn't guarded, and I'm super worried Conde's going into a trap, but we'll find out. I'm going to have Weilich send his. I already sent a dispatch to send his 3 cavalry to Condich to help, and or Conde, and Schoenfeld sending his. So he'll have lots of cavalry at least to get him out of a scrap if it comes to an ambush.
Okay.
Yep.
I think if he doesn't find anything at all, if you hear that, then I think
Then we'll be in a
they
good
must
position.
all be to the south. Yeah, there must be something they're trying to draw. Yeah.
Yeah, if they're not,
Mhm.
I can't believe this one brigade's on its own in Chaudfontaine. There's got to have something behind the bridge too, but if there's nothing more than that, then for me, if we take Saint Menenhold by the end of the day, or by the time the game's called, that's a victory. Even if most of their army's still attacked, because we'll have restored our line of supply and we'll be in a good
absolutely.
position. So
Yep.
I'm not even worried about the Southern Army right now. I assume they're going to come north, but um, we'll take this first, and then St. Menenhold second.
Indeed, and if it was a victory, it may stop the French forming republic tomorrow, which is what they did in real life.
Yeah. We'll not give them their victory.
We'll not give them their victory.
We have to defend.
Put them in fear.
Put them in fear of kings and generals.
Set set everyone back on the right course.
Let's see, Chief's posting a Snell gif. It must mean he's moving slowly.
That's probably a trick just to tell you he's already in our rear, moving very quickly.
He could be. He could have cavalry, because there is cavalry in Dumpierre, an hour ago. Maybe not quite that far, but they could be going on a big flank. Which, if they are, Württemberg, you'll catch them and hopefully stop them, and
Yeah.
we can do something.
Gosh, I don't know. I don't even know what to expect for Hohenlohe. What have you guys heard from him? What little you have heard?
Nothing. I've sent him 2 dispatches asking him how he's getting on and what I've seen. Heard nothing back from him at all.
So
I've not really heard much artillery fire either.
No. So at 10:15 he wrote me, "To my knowledge, there is currently no force of the French at Bros-en-Couillet, or even east of it for that matter. I spotted a sizable column down south near Daucourt, and maybe a small contingent of 2 hussar units near Dampierre, led by a divisional commander of an unknown division." So that was 10:15, and that's what I got marked here.
Cool. Wonder if they felt that we were going to attack around the south, then maybe, so they're positioned to the south.
Yeah.
I
think they just split it. I think their north army's here and their south army's there, and their south army's got a boring game because we're not going to attack them.
No, we're just going to crush the north.
Hopefully the cavalry we send that way, it's got them thinking we might, though.
Well, if Württemberg gets the chance and you can charge in with cuirassiers into those, that French national.
Yeah, I agree. Oh.
No, there's Brunswick right here.
Hello.
Hello.
Welcome.
So, I don't have my screenshot yet, but let me apprise you of what I know before the screenshot. So there's a French line from Chaudfontaine all the way south, west of St. Menenhold. Schoenfeld's here, so I'm sure he caught you up on what's going on to the north. That bridge wasn't guarded at all, so Condé's going across it and coming down from the north. Oh, I see.
Right. Hare Village, your artillery continues to ineffectually pound away at the town, while your infantry reorganizes itself into sort of an ad hoc shock column behind your artillery. To your north, von Schofield's troops reach the main highway and are about to begin turning south. Outside of that, not much of interest happens, other than you hear increased artillery fire about 2 kilometers or so to your south.
Okay.
All right. So Chaudfontaine, Wellich, your orders are to take Chaudfontaine immediately. Send in your infantry and seize that town and the bridge.
Understood. Okay. Yeah. So we're gonna go with that. Have since the cannons are firing ineffectively, it seems they could cease their cannonade as, and I want my infantry to launch an assault on John Fontaine.
Understood.
And then Schofield, you get on, come in behind him. I mean, you're still marching, but come in, prepare to come in behind him.
You were with Budberg, right?
Yep.
He has a significant amount of Frenchmen to his front.
Yep.
Okay. You don't want us to. You just want us to hold the bridge. You don't want us to cross it, right? We're staying on this side of it.
You can cross it. Take and cross it. Start crossing it.
Right.
Yeah, you gotta get rid of that brigade first, though. But with your whole division, that shouldn't be an issue.
All right. I'm gonna go with the plan. I would like to. Yeah, just order my entire column to turn south onto that main highway. They're just going to advance all the way up to that forest line, and the artillery I would like to start to deploy right on the east side, on the east side of the road, on that ridge line, just like basically east of the forest that we are standing in now.
Understood.
Something like this.
Okay. So I think I have everyone's orders other than Brunswick, who I believe McPanzer should come and get shortly.
Yep.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you.
I'm typing some dispatches, then we can talk. So I want Weilich. So I don't know where Conde is exactly, but he's coming through Noville from the north. You shouldn't have too much trouble taking Chaudfontaine with your whole division. So I want you. Oh, what do I want you to do? I want you to take that and seize the bridge. And then hold right here on the north end of the French line. We got a grand battery west of it, and Budberg's just going to keep bombarding them. So you'll hold there for now, and then Schoenfeld, you will come in behind, cross the bridge, and keep pushing this way. Hopefully we can see a lot better what's across the other side. I assume by not getting a screenshot that there's something over there they don't want us to see. So you're going to cross and meet up with Conde, who hopefully isn't dead yet, and then the two of you will keep working your way south to St. Mendehold. And then Weilich, you are going to push that way, and I'll give the word for when to do it. You and Budberg will be pushing together that way, and then hopefully Hohenlohes can hold in the south. That's the plan. Yeah. If you, I think, did you get my dispatch about the cavalry?
Yeah, I sent my 11th and up because I kept the 15th with me because I want to keep them I want to keep some cavalry with me just in case for flanking maneuvers if I could try to flank around something,
Okay.
or for scouting. So I sent at least one of my
Hey, I
squadrons up.
hate to butt in. You guys can keep talking, but I need to know where Brunswick would like to go, and if he has any questions he needs answered from me.
Wylich, are you going in with your men? I guess we didn't say that, did we?
Uh,
I don't know.
I'm staying on. I want to stay on the hill.
Yeah, I'm staying with Schoenfeld and Wylich. I'm staying here, basically.
Sounds good. Thank you, friends.
Yeah, our plan was already between me and Wylich was that he was going to assault the town, and once he busted through, I was just basically going to stay in attack column and just try to go wherever.
Yeah.
Either across the bridge or deeper. So I guess across the bridge.
We'll play it by ear once we see what's there. Like if you take the town and Conde's there, then you can stay south, and we'll let him just keep going on the east side. But
that's kind of what I told Wylich is that like it's possible that Conde is going to be on that across the bridge.
Yeah, that would be funny.
Yeah, because I personally do not think there's anything across the river. I don't like. Say if the line is like where you're saying it is, I think we're literally dealing with the the flank of it.
Yeah.
Granted, I don't think the French know what's coming at them 100% because there's now three. If Conde is on the other side, there's now three divisions literally on their flank, and we're literally going to be able to outflank them, especially with Conde's if he keeps on going south.
As long as Hohenlohe can refuse, any flanking that they're doing, we're in a pretty good position.
But Hohenlohe he's been fighting by himself for a while now, hasn't he?
Yep.
Because Bugbear has most likely just gotten into position to fight. So that's kind of not a good thing that he's been by himself this whole time. So I'm kind of worried about that.
I think we'll know more after this attack goes through.
Yeah.
I sent Württemberg with the cuirassiers to help Hohenlohe in the south. I haven't heard from Hohenlohe for some time, so I don't know where he's at. I think the French were split in two, with the North Army here and the Southern Army pretty far south, actually. I think that Southern Army's... My guess is they're on the move now, moving west and north to get on our flank, but hopefully they're going to be too late. And Hohenlohe is still slowing them down. But hopefully Württemberg sends word of what's happening that way, because I shouldn't have had Hohenlohe on my right flank. I needed someone that could communicate better. That was my bad.
Does he not have a way to communicate?
No, he can. He just doesn't send dispatches very often.
Oh. See, that's one thing I like about these types of games. We all have like our own like character when we're a commander. I tend to be one that loves to send out dispatches to get information because I hate being blind.
Right.
Like,
I mean, we won't be past the point of no return for me to go on like another marching trip. Like, if you need me to divert north or northwest, I can in the next within the next hour. But once I'm across the river, it's going to be a lot harder.
Yeah, I know. You're still my reserve. You're gonna.
Yeah.
If necessary,
I can in theory go straight through Chaudefontaine and then go southwest.
Exactly. Yeah, I had that in mind. If I hear things are bad to the south, I might have you do that.
Yeah, because I can follow those roads to the main highway and probably be with Hohenlohe by I don't know, what time is it?
It's 11:15.
Maybe by 1 or 12:30.
Yeah. The funny thing though is if if we can get across the river, then we'll have the good defensive ground.
Yeah.
So if we do it quick enough before they get up here. It's possible they're marching behind their lines and coming back up north too, which that'd be bad, but we'll see.
Just Württemberg or Hohenlohe just needs to send out dispatches. Oh, here they come.
Yep.
Yeah, it's Condi. Condi's on the other side of the river.
Yeah, he is.
I can see him.
So could I.
Yeah, we probably all got the same screenshot.
Yeah, we did.
Damn. Then we should James, you should tell Condi to set his artillery up to start attacking.
Yeah, hit the flank
on the flank, and Schoenfeld, just since I'm pushing in, push in with me. I'm
going with you.
Yep.
We just slam them.
So, don't stop your attack. Take Chaudfontaine and then keep going east.
Gotcha.
I assume he's going to be smart enough to put the artillery. It's going to be devastating. So just keep going.
I mean, I don't cross the bridge at this point, do I?
No, there's no point.
So you're like a super hammer, because we got 2 divisions going straight at them through that way. So you'll come hit that northern edge of them, and then just keep pushing, roll up their whole flank, and then push all the way to Saint Menenhold.
Roger.
Yeah, Roger.
And I'll write to Condé to set up his artillery, but send his infantry east and keep going on the flank.
All right. Your line pushes forward. There's a few pot shots of artillery that fail to connect with the 6th Grenadiers. It whistles over the head. They haven't sighted their guns very well. You scoff at the revolutionary education that these men have gotten. Your line is just about in position to assault the town. For Schoenfeld, your artillery has deployed, and they are within range of being able to fire on the town, but have not yet had an opportunity to. Besides that, you hear even more artillery begin to fire to your south.
Yep, the grand battery must be going off.
It has redoubled itself once again.
All infantry brigades are to assault Fontaine in mass. Yeah.
And keep going.
Can you order them to leave a gap for me, like attack them like straight west?
Yeah, so leave a gap so that Schoenfeld's forces could attack from the west. So I want my units to try to envelop from like the south and the position that they're at right now, and then leave room for Schoenfeld's forces to assault as well, and also move my cavalry by the artillery. That's pretty much it for my forces.
Okay. So that is Village's orders done. What are your orders, Schoenfeld?
Alright, I would like... Let me zoom in a bit so I can say the names. I would like my column to continue forwards.
Okay.
Let me bring up the screenshot for the names. Yeah, I would like them to continue forward. Once they get past the guns, I would like the 42nd and the 21st to shake out into line and begin an assault on the town. I would like the 11th and the 3rd to stay in column and get off the road into the forest near where mine and Village's commands are currently, so that they can make room for my 2 brigades of grenadiers to get past them and go down the road. They are to stay in column.
Okay. Any orders for the guns?
The guns? How far away are they? How far away, and are they within line of sight of the line that is behind the village? Like, how high is the rise that we're on?
So they're also on a ridge, so you would not be able to fire past them if you're masking your own troops with the infantry.
Gotcha. Yeah, I think the artillery is just going to kind of push forward a bit, but not to fire at anything.
Okay. Thank you.
No problem. That's crazy that Condi's already there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that means he must have freaking force marched his troops over here.
I did tell him to force march.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, so my line should look something like this.
Well, it's going fairly well now.
At least we have seen some Frenchmen.
Yeah.
At least it's not a marching similar like what happened to me when I played at Jena and Auschwitz.
Am I the second one here?
Yep.
Cool. Do you have any questions?
No, I'm staying here again.
Okie dokie. Did Barkley express the absurd number of guns that are firing south of you?
Yes.
Whatever he said, it's absurder. All right. Thank you.
Dear God.
Super Grand Battery Duel.
Like it must be like a cacophony of gun of like rolling artillery guns going off. It has to be like
Well, we have the
insane.
cannonade part of Valmy down. Now we just need to
Yeah.
do the violence part.
You guys are about to get to that.
Yeah.
I don't know why I can't remember Budberg every time. Such a weird name.
Budberg.
And I think I've actually played as this commander before in another battle.
Yeah.
Like it's hilarious. And I've played with Hohenzollern before in other battles. Like that commander's like everywhere in Prussian battles.
This is my third, my second live and my third James game, I guess, on the server. But every time so far, I've been a German commander, just a different one.
Yeah, I've played with James already. I think it's like my fourth game that I've played with James, and every time I've played, I've been in the coalition. I don't think I've once played as the French.
I want to
So-
play as the French at some point. I figured the coalition would be easier.
It depends. It depends on what time of Napoleonic are we dealing with? Are we dealing with early or late?
Well, my first game ever was Dresden a couple of weeks ago, and I picked Schwarzenberg mainly because I knew it was going to be a slug match, so I didn't really have to worry too much about being outmaneuvered.
Yeah, I remember that battle. I forgot who I played as. Because I was like fighting on the east side of the city.
Oh, you were von Kleist.
Yes, I was von Kleist. I was the one
Yeah.
that was slugging it out for like the whole battle on the east.
Yeah, I was Schwarzenberg. That was fun.
That was a fun battle. Hey, that actually was the first battle that I played here in James server that I actually got to fight in, because the first time I played, it was just a marching simulator. I was marching, looking for the enemies the whole battle.
Which one was the first one?
Yeah, and the Jena one that ended up becoming a
Jena
massive
Auschwitz.
marching simulator.
Oh, yeah.
Because they told me to march throughout the middle and find the enemy, so that's what I did, and I didn't find anything until like the very end. So, and then I also got the Umpire for the first time with James 2 with the Salvo Island battle.
Oh yeah, I didn't play in that one, but it looks like fun.
That was cool.
That was chaotic.
Chaotic wasn't the word. Like, it was so like all over the place. The one that I kind of like sad that I missed, but something came up was last week's the Königsberg one.
Or Königsgratz, yeah. That one looked good. I didn't play in that one either.
That was fun.
I liked how the battle ended up looking very similar to Gettysburg with the like horseshoe or formation going on.
Yeah,
The hook.
there's a big hook.
And what's like the biggest battle you've umpired or like you've done?
By soldier count or player count?
Like yeah, player count like in size with like a bunch of units.
Oh. Um, well, I've done play-by-post games with over 100 players, but a live game, I did Grand Leipzig that had over 50 players.
Holy
Man,
shit!
Leipzig would be so fun.
Yeah, it
I
was,
actually got to play like last week in a like a fantasy world one set like in the 1830s, and that one was pretty cool. Cause like we're just playing like fictional countries, and it was like a real big battle. I think it had like 10 people playing on it, and it
Mm.
was like a good battle. So yeah,
These are, these are the only live ones I've done so far. I've signed up for several play-by-post ones that have had mixed results.
I haven't signed up. I have not gone into play any play by post ones. I haven't found any that I found interesting.
Yeah, this Warhammer one I'm in is really fun, but then there's a couple that I won't name out of politeness that I am not enjoying at all.
Hmm.
So it really just kind of depends on the person, I think.
yeah, it's a mixed bag.
I am spectating. There's one that I'm spectating, and it's very interesting. Is the Southern Corvus Wars one?
Oh
Like
yeah,
I've been spectating that one since it started, and holy shit, it's
That is,
like it is turned into like freaking trench warfare, like bloody, and I'm like, damn.
is that naval combat? Corvus?
It's the no, it's a fictional like two fictional countries duking it out over like this region that's like
no.
very important, and
I think I saw the recruitment for that. Yeah.
it's like set in like uh 1908, right before like World War or like our era of World War One. So it's like that type of technology, and
Mm-hmm.
it's a play by post, but it's a massive like operational like war, and like every day when I get a new update and I'm reading of what's going on, it's like another city has fallen. Trench warfare in this area. I'm like, holy shit, it's never ending.
I think the only one I'm spectating right now is the War of the Ring one that James is doing. That one seems pretty cool.
It is pretty cool.
The one that I'm actually interested in is the Alt Gettysburg on the 24th, and then this Grand Jena Auschwitz one that's coming out at the big
Oh
next year.
yeah, the big one. Yeah, I kind of want to do that one, but it's also gonna be it's so big.
Yeah, but I already like I said, yeah, I wanna do it, so I'm like, gonna be a freaking fun battle.
Lots of players.
We don't have much time to take Saint Minihold. Although I think if we're routing this front line by the time they call the game, hopefully they'll call it in our favor.
Yeah.
They may have several lines of defense, including something in the city, but with Conde coming from the north, hopefully it's enough to win it for us.
Yeah, I mean, we have most of their army like 75% contained into that city. Like that's pretty bad for them.
Yeah. I'm actually
I
surprised they formed this line here west of it. I guess it's yeah.
I kind of feel like they've fallen into a noose, and we're now just slowly
Yeah,
but surely
we're tightening it.
tightening it.
yeah. I mean, the only thing that makes any sense is if they did like a line from Fontaine to like Argers and just hope that the river and the lake would stall us long enough.
Yeah, I think they are. Well, they were at Arger
Yeah.
and yeah,
Like they might
Dumouriez.
literally just be hoping that the time is called before anything significant happens.
Well, the next update, I expect you'll have taken Fontaine at the very least.
Um,
Let's
I
see.
just want, I really want to know how effective that massive cannonade is doing right now. To be
yeah.
honest, of their lines.
Yeah, let's see. To Fontaine from the front of your lines about half a mile, and then it's another mile to the other line. So, and with city fighting and you're in line advancing, did you say line or column, like assault column?
I told them to go in the line.
Yeah, or line or
The grit the line. The
yeah.
Grenadiers are going in column, but the Grenadiers are going to be
Yeah.
late.
You guys should stay in assault column, punch through quickly. So I think you'll probably have taken Fontaine the next turn, and hopefully the turn after you'll hit the right line.
Yeah, I'm hoping we take Fontaine, and then I'm going to tell the Grenadiers to go forward in assault column.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, the Grenadiers have been at the back of my column this entire time.
This one's taken a while. There must be a lot of fighting.
Yeah, it's really taking a while. It was going at a really good clip until now, so we must have found them.
I presume the next update will be coming in soon.
Remind me to court martial Hohenlohe at the end. Unless he's
Oh, here
dead.
comes.
He might be dead.
Oh shit.
Who's dead?
Oh no.
Oh, fuck.
Ooh. Ooh.
You
Okay.
getting an update?
Yeah.
Yeah, and it doesn't look too good. I got a cavalry charge to my front.
No, you're
Hello.
fine. You're fine. You're fine.
All right, from your position on the hill, you guys watch as the attack goes in. At the same moment, the enemy line counterattacks, sending 2 dragoons in against your grenadiers as well as infantry across the line. The fighting in the town is fierce, with neither side managing to gain a distinct edge over the other. The grenadiers are wavering as the dragoons strike them. But on the far right of your attack, things go spectacularly well, with the 31st Infantry, along with canister from Budberg's artillery, force back the 8th line in a rout. That is how things there have gone. Do you have any questions about anything else that's happening in this area?
No, I quite understand it quite well. What's going on?
Okay.
Yeah, you're fine. Just keep up the attack. Keep pushing east. Schoenfeld's coming in behind you, so even if you lose some men routing, you got plenty of reinforcements coming up behind.
Yeah, so I'm gonna press the attack.
Yep.
With my forces.
Is that
Okay.
your 2 cavalry?
Yeah, they're just sitting in the back, but I don't see anywhere I can put them through anywhere.
Send your artillery south to join Budberg's super artillery battery, and send the cavalry south to Württemberg to help him out.
Alright. So yeah, let's do that. So reposition my artillery with the super battery, and then my cavalry send them to Württemberg.
All right. So I need more than to Württemberg. Where's he at?
Oh.
He should be east of Bro Saint Bromier, or east or southeast of that. Bro Saint Collier.
East of Valmy. Okay, thank you. So that is Herr Village done. How about Herr Schofield?
All right, I would like to gallop to join the 2nd Grenadiers, and I would like both Grenadier brigades to go into attack column and go into the city.
And you can send your artillery south as well.
I was thinking about if we took the city to get them across the river so I could shell them from over there.
And you're leading the Grenadiers?
I would like to lead the 2nd Grenadiers into the city, yeah.
Okay.
And then the rest of my line is to make way for the Grenadiers as they passed, and then essentially I want the 42nd and the 21st to move in, without causing too much of a traffic jam, and then the 11th and the 3rd to get behind them. And my artillery is just to kind of keep scooting forward. Oh, actually, Brunswick, do you want me to send them south to the Grand Battery, or do you like my cross the river and shell from that bank idea?
Send one south and keep one for your idea.
All right, so one of them is to limber up and go south to be seconded to Budberg in his battery. I guess the one that's on the left side of the road. On the plus side, if I die, Weilich can just take command of my division.
Okay. Any orders from you, Brunswick, while I'm here?
I'm gonna go south to Budberg.
To Budberg?
Yep.
Done.
So,
Thank you.
So you're marching in with your forces at the head of everything?
Yeah, I'm gonna be the head of the 2nd Grenadiers. I'm gonna try to raise their spirits and get them to take this town.
So Conde said, "My cav took the main city, no resistance. I am now joining the attack on Fontaine from the eastern side of the river, and my cav is attacking the rear of the formation." Oh, that's awesome.
Wow.
That was from who?
That was from Conde. So his cavalry's in St. Menenhold already.
Damn.
Does he have infantry that can?
Yeah, he says his infantry are attacking from the eastern side of the river, so he may be using that bridge.
Gotcha.
But anyway, that's good. And then Württemberg said, "I found infantry elements of Hohenlohe's force outside Argier. No sign of Hohenlohe yet, though his troops report that he's somewhere south with sporadic cavalry fighting. Alongside that, his troops reports they've been told that there are French troops in Argier, though they have no idea if it's true or not. Keep up the fight, blah, blah, blah." Okay. And then...
So we have confirmed that there are...
So they're in Argier, but they're not pushing north yet, I guess. And then...
Hello, umpires.
Yeah, I'm just lurking, do my do.
And then I think Budberg said his grand battery is driven off the infantry and hitting their batteries hard. He will attack at 11:45. Okay, yeah. That's going good. We got it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Just keep on attacking.
Hopefully this wave will shatter them in Fontaine, and we, if Conde is to their east with any amount of forces, then we have some of them in a pincer.
Yeah, we got him cut off. So he says he has cavalry in the main city. and then he's attacking from here, maybe.
Oh yeah, let me look at your stream.
I don't know where.
If he's smart and he actually did attack that way, that's actually beautiful. If he attacked from back like
Yeah,
there,
I sent
that
him.
would be like amazing.
I sent him a dispatch to go east and south and hold the city, which
Yeah, I'm just kind of
maybe
hoping
there.
he does. He is planning to put some infantry into this in the city because
Yeah.
the cavalry won't hold it.
No, but that's good news that they don't have anything in there.
Oh yeah, no, it's great news. They were not expecting us to take that La Nouvelle bridge.
Because I have a feeling they thought we were going to go south.
Yeah,
I think they felt that our tactic was we were going to attack from the south, and then once they noticed we're going north, they were like, "Oh my god!" And that's why I think that there's this weird line
Yep.
so far out from the main city
they thought we
because
wouldn't do what was historically done, and they thought
yeah,
wrong.
Well, we're outnumbered, aren't we?
Yeah, we are.
like oh big time.
I don't understand how they didn't at least put some kind of blocking forces up there.
Yeah, they
just
should have.
in case.
I mean, cover it with cavalry, so at least you know.
Yeah. At least put some like.
Yeah, it's crazy. I don't know. The
Am I
post
the first or second one here?
second.
You're technically the
Okay.
third because you've been here twice.
Oh, look at you.
I'm going to
Oh.
Bug Bird, Big Bird,
Got a big bird. Aye,
Bud,
aye.
Budberg.
Okay, thank you very much.
That's funny. I had Hohenlohe's infantry at about the right spot. Go me.
Is he just like off running around with his cavalry?
Yep. So he left his infantry. He's got his cavalry, and they said he's south. So who knows? But we got the cuirassiers there, so our attack will go through before any southern forces can do anything.
Perfect.
Victory is in reach.
Yeah, I'm feeling it. We're going down this road as quick as we can.
So he said, Budberg has said he's going at 11:45, so his forces should be going in as well. And yours are hopefully breaking through, and yours are hopefully doing this thing. And it's just an utter rout. And you're going to send one across the river to keep shooting like that.
Yep.
Hopefully Conde's got something there. And the other one's going south, but to
Yeah,
join
the other one I sent south.
the Grand Batteries probably isn't needed anymore if we're wiping him. And then hopefully Conde's cutting off the retreat and we bag an entire French army.
That would be pretty cool.
Although they could flee south, I guess, but because I think this river is fordable, but still.
If Hohenlohe or Württemberg could swing the door shut, that would be perfect. But I assume he doesn't have command and control enough to do that.
Yeah, actually, well, no, I think I need to leave him there to guard. To Württemberg. What time is it? 11:30? 45? 45.
The 11:45.
must have sat there and kept expecting an attack.
Yeah. Must have just thought we'd deploy on the main highway and just go straight at them.
Yeah.
This will be a very interesting post-game review. I'm excited.
Yeah. Do we know if anyone's recording this?
I am. That doesn't help
Perfect.
much.
Yeah.
I don't know if any of the umpires are, but
I was gonna say I've spent like 80% of the game with you, so I feel like I know it. At least they'll if we do that post game review, the umpires will kind of give us a brass tacks of what happened.
Yeah.
They must have had a good chunk of screening force to the south if Hohenlohe has just been fighting cavalry engagements all the way over there. Because didn't you say he reported something happening in Dakor?
he said there's an infantry division there, and then cavalry at Dampierre pretty early on. Which I think they skirmished with them. I mean, if he's still just north of Alger, he must be skirmishing with them all around here, but basically keeping them from swinging around north.
Yeah, which that could, in retrospect, prove to be vital that he made them not want to push up.
Yep. Maybe I'll withhold my court-martial if I find out he held a whole French army.
In one of the games I'm playing, Hohenlohe is dead. Oh, it's your game. It's your game.
That's true.
He's doing better than that future. Let's see. Yeah, it should be interesting to see the aftermath of.
Let's see, what cav did we send north?
Could be both of the 11th Dragoons are with him.
Yeah, 11th and 1st Dragoons, maybe.
Yeah.
This one's taking a while. They might bring us to the lobby on this one.
Wouldn't be shocked if they would.
Yeah, for McPanzer it's 12:30, and I know he gets tired after midnight.
It's 12:30 for me too on the East Coast.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's 12:30 for me. Yeah.
Langbart over there woke up at 3 a.m. to play.
James, where are you from? Like what part?
Texas.
Oh, okay, so you're an hour behind us.
Yeah. So I play from 9 to midnight.
Oh.
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 It is lobby time.
Yeah, you called it.
Oh, wow, really? Already? Dude, I was about to get engaged, too. Come on.
Hey, I just got off some shots with my cannons. Maybe it's my carry got something done.
Oh, boy.
Oh, Lord. All right.
Got almost everybody here. So thank you, everybody. This was my first time running a game, and I had an absolute blast. So we will do this the way we're all used to. So I'll start with thanking everybody for playing. This was way better than I expected it to be, and the turnout was fantastic. Let's start with the CICs, all three of them. So General Dumouriez, how do you think you're doing?
Basically a coin flip. Either we just got demolished this turn, or the counterattack succeeded. So I don't really know. Either my army's destroyed, or the revolution is safe.
General Kellerman, how do you feel about that?
Uncertain. I have no idea what's going on in the north. We are about to bypass the enemy in the south a fair bit and get behind their lines, but I wonder how much that matters. If the army of the north is destroyed, probably nil. If not, we are about to, if the army of the north has held, I think we're about to get a pretty nice victory off, because we'll have encircled like 4 squadrons of heavy cavalry, 3 artillery batteries, and an infantry regiment at the least. So I think it's a coin toss. We've either won a great victory or we're about to get smashed.
The Duke of Brunswick.
It is definitely a Prussian victory. We hold Saint Menenhold. We are routing, I guess, Dumouriez, and yep, I'm confident.
Hear my hideous lines off this and share my screen. I think we may have more people than can spectate, so if another umpire wants to stream, they're more than welcome to. So, the coalition started basically in here in red, and the French were in two separate deployment zones that bordered each other but did not overlap. So the Northern Army was approximately here, and Kellerman's army in the center was kind of like this. And the Prussian plan was to come across in a big left hook, or at least I think that was the plans, what it materialized into, and pen the enemy center with a grand battery once they found them, send the Royalist French around the left flank, and send two infantry divisions this way. Hohenlohe, played by Chinleaf, spent most of the game skirmishing down here with Lynch and I suppose Kellerman, and it was kind of two separate battles. So initially the French army in the center was deployed right at Saint-Menu, facing the town, like right behind Dumouriez's line, ready to go reinforce them. But on the second or third turn, they were ordered to turn around and march down south. So I'll let Umpire Squire talk about that when we get to him, because I didn't play it. I just watched these guys march back and forth on this road. But ultimately, the Prussians came forward, didn't fight. They pushed back some French picket cavalry without an engagement, and both sides kind of formed grand batteries just west of Saint-Menu. I would say overall, the dice were very even this game, with the exception of the grand batteries. The Prussian grand battery ate their Wheaties, and the French grand battery did not. I don't think ultimately that was a determining factor, but it was kind of interesting to watch. At the end of the battle, we are pretty confident that Dumouriez's army up here is not going to hold. There are all but one division, so 5/6 of the Prussian army is up here against a little more than half, maybe 60% of the French army, and the French have just been kicked out of the town of Claudefontaine. There was fire from Royalist guns across here, support from two Prussian infantry divisions here, and Budberg is going to hold in the middle, though his gunners have routed to a cavalry charge from Miranda's dragoons, scattering all those gunners and probably spiking the guns, but they're not going to be able to hold the ground. The French infantry attack over here is going to get flanked by cav. I don't think they're all going to die, but they're going to get pushed back. So the umpires are calling this a Prussian victory. The French army will be able to withdraw southeast. Kellerman's maneuver would have paid off had Saint-Menu held, but there were too many French forces in the south for Saint-Menu to hold. So that's kind of where we called it. We're going to try and go quickly through all the umpires, and everybody will get a chance to say their piece. So let's start with just in order in Tabletop Sim. So Sean Mack, you had you were our dispatch umpire, which was fantastic. Did you notice anything interesting about that?
Well, one thing in the dispatches was at 11:15. Dumouriez sent a dispatch to Kellerman saying, "I don't need your assistance." And then at 11:30, that's when he found out that there was French cavalry in his rear. So that was kind of funny, but other than that, both sides communicated very, very well. So that was very good.
All right, thank you. Lancer, that's Foxlord.
Yeah, so I had the Royalists, and tentatively I had De Lenu, but Kermit had him for most of the game. So the Royalists were on this big flank march through La Neville, and they ended up with a large part of their force kind of behind the main Republican army. And the one thing that I really noticed was there was a moment here where the Royalists were right at this crossroads, and they chose to go this way when they could have continued this way and just walked right into the town with their infantry. And I think that was one of the biggest moments of the battle because the Republicans didn't issue any pickets or scouts to the north that would have stopped this maneuver. And the Royalist cavalry, which was ordered on to take the town, was able to successfully take it, but then didn't have the manpower to repulse the Republican counterattack.
Thank you. Kermit.
Yep. So I basically had pretty much the whole French army of the north under Marshal Dumouriez. They basically just camped on a hill. They had some cheese. They had some wine. They watched as the Prussians had to get all sweaty and march towards them. And then they had some pretty good defensive positions, I will say. But everyone's kind of touched on this right now. They were kind of wrong-footed by the French flank, the French Royalist flank around the north, which at first was threatening them, and then they kind of overcommitted, and then they kind of undercommitted. It's kind of hard to... Whatever. It's tired. I'm late. Wait. Sorry. I said that wrong. As McPanther said, the Grand Battery was really interesting because the French originally had an advantage, but the Prussians just kept bringing more and more guns, and they ended up just bringing in more. And then some of the French tried to take cover behind the cover of the hill, and that caused the Prussian artillery to focus on the French artillery, and that kind of finally broke them. And then there was an interesting little thing where early on in the battle, this little town was supposed to be occupied by a single French regiment. I believe the commander said it was supposed to be like the rock of which the assault breaks, and it ended up being the site of like the fiercest fighting of this entire battle. I mean, you can look around. There's a blob around it. I don't think the French in the Northern Army did anything necessarily wrong, besides maybe being a little too passive with their scouting at least. And then the biggest interesting thing that I noticed was so the very same turn that Kellerman started marching south on, basically started his marching simulator, was after he was told that there was a little bit of artillery fire coming in from the south, and that immediately convinced both of the French commanders, or at least from my opinion, it seemed that both the French commanders thought that there was at least some kind of major action in the south, when it was really just a single French horse battery shooting at a single Prussian cavalry unit. It was a really weird skirmish, and that was honestly one of the most decisive decisions of the battle, was hearing that little artillery fire.
Berkeley.
I think a lot of what I was going to cover has been covered. There were some amusing bits early on where the Prussians were forming up to fight around like these hills. Just because I believe they thought the enemy was going to be up in this town, and then when they weren't, they just kept on marching and then formed up around here and then kept on marching. Something I forgot to do was check to see if that's not the right guy. If Schoenfeld dies in his charge, so we can do that right now.
One or a two. Nice fight.
That's a minor wound, so you get a whatever the Prussian Purple Heart is. Yeah, there was some super tough fighting here. I will say the coalition forces kind of bottlenecked themselves here. I think that a little bit better space management could have allowed them to attack with both divisions at once. I don't think it's not going to matter because then these guys can just clear out whatever these guys don't break. But I think that was the main issue they ran into on this front, was just being able to put all of their guns on something. This battery was very essentially is what ended up routing this line back here, because this line broke and these guys had just been pounded for so long in the flank that they also just got out of there. I think that's most of what I have to talk about. So,
thank you so much. And then finally for the umpires, umpire Sean.
Yeah, I enjoyed umpiring this. I'm not really a Napoleonic cavalry expert, so I apologize for any errors. Those were my own. I thought the players played quite well.
Awesome. And I want to just thank all the umpires. There were 7 of us, and this absolutely would not have worked if they hadn't all shown up. So super huge thank you. We have, it's kind of late, but we'll go through the list. We'll start with the CICs with a short request that we be brief so that we can get through everybody. I'll start with General Dumouriez.
Thank you to the umpires. Thank you to my wonderful subordinates who were very patient and had a very high tolerance for my command style, if it can be called that. A good game to the coalition. I will say I sort of sniffed out James's plan early, but I couldn't act on anything, and I wanted to really sort of stick to the objective of the game, which was to play defensively, sit on the Prussian line of communications, let the enemy come to us. They have to beat us. They have to attack us. I think that was sort of lost sight of in some ways. But there's no use complaining about spoiled milk and spilled milk, rather, and bad die rolls. So, thank you to everyone. Yeah.
Thank you. Before I move on, I've made a horrible omission and went right past umpire Squire. Squire, I'm so sorry. I don't know why I didn't see.
No. That fits with basically how the game went. So I had General Kellerman and his underling and hilarious dispatch writer General Maratel. Major kudos for the realistic dispatches, by the way. Unfortunately, they were stuck playing a bit of Marching Simulator. They were originally on this road back here, which, as you can see, they never really left. So they were first headed up towards the main French line, and they started up and got through the town. Then General Kellerman got orders to turn around and head south. His underling, bringing up the rear, did not get that, so they sort of crunched into each other before they finally got turned around and headed in the right direction. They then marched south and then hung out there for most of the entire game until they finally received a recall order and sent one division back up to towards Chalon. I think it's probably going to be too little, too late, except maybe to stabilize the retreat. I have to admit, I was a little bit boggled that sort of half the French army was sitting on a hill having a nice picnic, which I'm sure was very pleasant, but not super productive, unfortunately. Though they were great to umpire for. No complaints to the players themselves.
Thank you, Squire, and I apologize for overlooking you. I'm, as Kermit said, it's tired, I'm late. All right. General Kellerman, you're up next.
Hello. Yes, I think our umpire, I was with Squire, summed it up pretty well. We had a very nice picnic. My lovely assistant and General of Division Martel brought some wine smuggled in inkwell bottles, and we had a nice laugh about handwriting and French wine and cheese and escargot. And then, presumably, just before the game ended, we got to kick around some Prussian cavalry before realizing, we should probably leave, and then doing that. So honestly, I had a great time. My favorite games are the ones where I get to sit and do random BS and not actually play. And now I had the perfect excuse. I'm very sorry for not marching north earlier to Dumouriez, because I might have been able to turn things around, but I think in both of our defenses, it was a chaotic situation, and we couldn't have known how far the Royalists had come. So, c'est la vie.
Right. Okay, so we're going to go in order. If you guys can keep it to about 30 seconds, I would be eternally grateful, because we have a packed house tonight, and we can try to get out of here on time. So let's go to the Duke of Brunswick, then we'll get into the subordinate commands.
Okay, I'm going to take a little bit more than 30 seconds.
You can take more than 30.
Alright.
You're a CI.
So, first of all, thank you, McPanzer and the umpires, for letting me play. I absolutely enjoyed it. It was a lovely break and a lot of fun to play. In terms of our plan, as you can see, we focused on a northern. We considered a southern attack, but figured the north was better terrain. We thought the French would deploy west and we'd be fighting kind of where the historical battle was. And when you weren't there, we were very confused. And so we made a new plan, and I thought you were behind the river. And then when you weren't at La Neuville, I was even more confused. So kudos to my team for basically, we switched plans 3 times on the fly, having to revise it as new intel came in, and the French were absolutely not where we thought they would be. So all the team did well. I was going to court martial Hohenlohe for lack of dispatches, but he basically distracted half the French, so I will not be court-martialing him. I will commend him and promote him instead. But I'll keep a 2 IC with him that writes dispatches from now on. And then, yeah, besides that, I think we did well concentrating, coordinating, and that big flank attack from Condé was huge. So well done to everyone on my team, and well done to the French.
Thank you so much. Let's go down the list of players. Up to Dylan.
Muted. Hello. Okay, I was muted. Yeah, I was never told that there was artillery firing into the flank of my guys. Just want to point that out. Might have done something differently, but that's an interesting battle. I know that during planning, I did offer a different plan, but seeing that they had an unexpected Royalist contingent show up on our far flank, I'm not sure if it would have fared any better. Yeah, I didn't realize that there was like 3 corps of Prussians right in front of me, looking down on them. So props to the Prussians for massing at the decisive point and distracting half of the army. Well done.
General Moran.
Yeah. Really, I think, yeah, most of the game was just sitting on the hill being told to stay still, which, fair enough. Really, on my end, I should have committed earlier as soon as I saw how the situation developed when the Marshal left to go and command the north. I feel like if I had pulled that cavalry charge earlier and broken their artillery earlier, it would have been, at least, I don't know that we could have saved it. Unfortunately, just too much is too far south to actually, push off this massive of an assault, but maybe could have gotten a few more troops out on the retreat to the southeast. But other than that, not really a whole lot to comment on. Had a great second in command. We ate lots of wine, ate lots of wine, drank lots of cheese, as one does.
Great, thank you. General Lynch.
Yeah, so apparently I am the big distraction because I kept shooting at the Prussian cavalry, innocently blasting away, thinking I had to worry about ammunition when really I should have worried about the noise I'm making. No, I had a fun time just generally running around, minding my own business. Apparently I should have moved sooner, but really it was never in my objective and could have paid off if we held the north, so I'll say I did nothing wrong. And blame it all on, I don't know, the weather maybe. No, but I had a lot of fun, and thanks for the umpire, so...
General Muratel.
Alright. Well, I had a lot of fun with my dispatch writing. We were kind of concerned right at the beginning of the battle that the actions in the south were just Prussian probing attacks, and unfortunately that turned out to be true, but we didn't want to risk it, so there you go. I thought the Prussians played pretty well, but it was just kind of funny marching up and down that road. That was my game, so thank you.
Alright, Wolfton, if it makes you feel any better, you being here at the end is probably why the French army gets away.
Oh no, actually, I had a lot of fun. I wrote all my dispatches by hand, And so because I wasn't doing anything, I actually had time to write everything.
You can post a couple of those in general so people can see. Those are really cool.
Sure.
All right. General Lanu.
I was the reserve. I sat in reserve, and then I deployed to protect the crossings at the last turn.
Sorry for your sedentary game. Thank you for playing. General Schonfeld.
Yes, I was General Lieutenant Nicholas Heinrich von Schonfeld, 1st Division. My game was a lot of just moving somewhere and then pivoting and then moving somewhere else and then pivoting. I was initially supposed to take Montfort, or what's this city called? Mafricourt. No one was there. I was then supposed to help Condé get across the bridge at La Neuville. No one was there. And then I was supposed to go south to help Weirich take Chaudfontaine. Finally, someone was there, so of course I put my grenadiers in the attack column and led the attack in person. And that was my game.
Nice and simple. General Willett.
Kind of similar to what Schoenfeld said. So I kind of started out close to him, and I kind of was marching, trying to find the French more by Maffincourt, and then I moved my troops south towards Fontaine, and eventually we found them, and I got my men organized to launch an assault on the town, and my men were able to break through with the help of Schansfeld's forces in helping me, as well as the Royal French forces helping on the flank. So it was confusing at first. We were trying to figure out where the French were. We didn't know exactly where they were. When we found them, we tried to consolidate to get to them. We did have, like, our Umpire said, the spacing problem, so we were kind of all bottlenecked, and we had some traffic jams, and we had to, like, find a way to maneuver to get into position, but it was a good battle.
All right, thank you very much. And finally, not finally, General Württemberg, you're next.
All right, so lots of marching. Didn't really see any combat myself. I sent 3 guns over to help the Grand Battery. Besides that, yeah, not much happened. I arrived at the last moment to help Hohenlohe. That's it, though.
Your guns did good work, even if you weren't there to see. Finally, the Prince of Condé.
Well, I was mostly moving on a big flank march. I had a blast trying to find anyone. The big decision that was posted in that where I went south instead of continuing to the main city, I got a dispatch that said I should help with the attack on Chaudfontaine, and I did so. I let my cavalry keep going. I expected that that town would be defended. When they just marched in, that was kind of strange, and then I said, well, if they already says I might hit the rear of the rebels, and well, it at least worked out that they dedicated a lot of force to the rear, where they were not very effective.
You guys are the rebels, by the way.
Fair points. All right, well, thank you very much, everybody, for playing. I think I can get us out of here with 3 minutes to spare. You're welcome to hang out until James kicks you out. I'm not in charge anymore. Thank you for participating in my silly experiment. I had an absolute blast, and I really appreciate everybody's involvement, especially the huge amount of effort that my fellow umpires put in. I was terrified that it was going to be 6 players per umpire, and we had like 2 to 3, and it was a breeze. So thank you. Have a good night, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks, James.
Thank you,
for running it.